Can you hear that? Can you hear that? I've never heard anything like that. What's happening? Owen, Chloe, Wendy. Hey, we're back here at Telford. Believe me when I say I've never heard anything like that. I don't know if you can hear it. What the fuck are they doing? Dave's here now, Canadian Dave, and we're going to ask Dave what he thinks of these screams that I've just heard. Dave, you've been outside many slaughterhouses and inside. Describe what you've just heard. Pull it up.
I can feel. You can hear it. Like,
what are they doing?
I don't know if I've ever heard that before.
I don't know what is going on in there.
All you hear is screams from these poor cows. Fucking monstrous shit going on in there. I hear the guy yelling. Holy fuck, man. Hey guys, thanks for being here. The smell is horrendous. It's the first thing we get here, we hear, right? These poor cows screaming for their lives. It's consistent. So it's clear something's going on there. Even many of the slaughterhouses I've gone to in the past, they're not screaming like this. You'll hear the odd scream, but this is consistent. How fucked up is that? Thanks for being here, guys. Hit the like button, hit subscribe. Hi, Pia. Thanks for being here. Like, what the fuck?
What the fuck is going on? Like before, that was all out, man. Yeah, there was staff here moaning, the police come, all the staff was out. I've never heard that, mate. It gets, every time I come here, it gets worse. Every single time I come here. Dave's come over from Canada. He's off to London later on. And now we're here at Telford Pig Stock, where thousands of cows are getting violated in the worst way I've ever heard, because I've never heard nothing like this. I'm just going to take the drone. Yes, Pia, what is going on? It's gone down the chat now, but I don't know if you could hear it. Yeah, you can hear it. Vegan Chloe said she can hear it. Yes, Wendy, thank you very much. We're going to take the drone right round the back. And this is the same one where we went back to the one by me, and I lost my rag, and I nearly flipped my switch big time. And it was after coming here, listening to this for 2 hours. Right, we're going up. Listen to that, man. What is that? I have never heard anything like it, man.
It's clear there's a lot going on in here. I'm just sharing our streams to the live stream support.
Sweet.
So to find you.
Cheers, mate. If you're here and you support this, man, you need to give your head a serious wobble. I didn't even know this was a big one, man. Was it? I didn't even know. I've been putting it on the floor for like 6 months. Yes, Martin, what is happening? It's great to finally team up with Mr. 40, man. Finally.
Yeah, we hung out last night. We did a little bit of an interview. We're just arrived, and the noise, the sound, like it's awful. The cows are screaming. What the fuck are they doing in here? So we're gonna get some drone footage, and guys, share out the stream, would you? I'm having a little signal difficulty, but...
I'll get you on, mate. If you don't know, obviously most people know Dave, but if you don't, he spent many years inside a Canadian slaughterhouse. He's seen it all, man. He's seen the worst things. He's seen things that could make people cry on the spot, man. He's seen it all. He's been there, he's done it, and if you could just hear his stories, we've got a podcast coming out in the next week or two where you'll hear his story, and it really is moving.
Yeah, in hopes to get people to change. I mean, small holding here. In hopes to get people to change. Listen, like if someone like myself can change, anybody can change. And it's ridiculous that we're hearing this happen when we know that it's not necessary to consume animals, to exploit animals, use them in any way. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out my my stuff.
I could get you on soon, mate, if you want.
Hotspot, but
try it, mate. If not, I'll get you on mine. We're just gonna go around the now, mate. Yeah.
yeah. So we're just gonna be doing some drone footage, guys. Support this man. He does so much work for the animals, and he's modest. He doesn't want to ask for support. Thank you for sharing. Keep sharing it out.
That's some more looking there.
And there's someone talking about plants, as if a carrot's comparable. Okay, we're looking at the holding. How many cows do they have?
There's a lot in there, mate. We must have just missed the big trucks.
So many cows in there.
Listen to that, man.
And they're screaming for their lives. And Buddy's talking about a blade of grass, as if amazing. Okay, I think what I'm gonna do actually is just turn on my...
That is incredible. Now usually on this one, they spot us and then they start flapping at the back. So you've got bits of guts popping out the back here on this conveyor belt. You got spinal cords in this container, in this trailer here. And usually they spot the drone and they start flapping, because obviously they don't want to let the public see what they're doing. Clearly don't want to see it. I mean, what the hell is that, man?
Smell.
Look at that. What is that, man?
In there?
Yeah. Is that heads? Nah. Looks like lungs or something, or some organ.
Wow. It's hard to tell.
Look, he's just shoveling up the bits and putting it in a bin. Look.
Just shoveling. Oh, the bin fell over.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at it, fell over.
Ah, we just missed that then.
Body parts, guys. They're shoveling up body parts here.
Body parts of little babies.
Yeah. Oh shit, I guess I'm going live.
If not, mate, we'll get you on.
Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna work, but hey guys.
Yeah, I always post the drone footage, man. I have to blur some out though. Look at this woman here.
And I'm with Jake, can you show me? I don't know if people can see, but I'm just gonna turn this around. Guys, let me know if you're here, if you can see the chat.
This woman.
The reflections. Pretty, oh, I see a woman there. Yeah. I think she's seeing your drone.
Yeah.
But
she doesn't like it though.
No.
She don't like it. So I'm only at 15 meters, say.
Right.
And do you want to see the crap? Yeah, she don't like that though. Look at this. Look at that. She can hear that, man. Look how close she is to that bullshit.
So she can hear the cows screaming. Oh shit! It says I'm offline now.
Right, mate. Okay, I'll get you on. I'll bring that back, mate, and look at that.
Guys, let me know if you can hear me. The unfortunate part about being out here is it's a bit isolated. And
Yeah, I'll get you on, Dave.
The internet services, yeah, it's fine.
Disgusting.
I can always restart and do a new stream too.
Okay, let's get you on,
Return
Dave.
to home.
Right, this might. Danny attacks baby female animals and says it all over the internet. Well done, man. Medal for him. We must be by the kill floor, man. I don't know what is going on. Right, let's have a poll. Let's see what nutters have we got in here. Drone's coming down. I'll get you on mine now, Dave. I don't know why those who are addicted to baby animals have to keep telling people that they're addicted to animals. On YouTube, man, it's mad. Right. Right, let's see what nutters have we got in here. Start a poll.
Yeah, I'm good right now.
There we go.
I haven't connected my audio just a little bit great.
Ashore Carl, what is happening? I know. When we came here, I'm telling ya, it's twice as worse, 3 times as worse. Fucking tramps. Yes, Carl, we're at the same place, mate. We're at your one. Yeah, you got arrested just there, man. Same one. Same one with Big Dave. I've never heard anything like that. I've never heard anything like that in my life, and I've been inside them. Do you know what I mean? What the fuck is going on in there? Listen, I've never heard anything like it, man. Look at them just standing there, look. Fuck you looking at? Fuck off. Dave, do you want a hotspot? Now let's try. Go on it now, mate. You back on. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's going to come back now, but if yours still works, mate, we'll stand. If not, mate, I'll come off for you. You know, 'cause you get the views, don't you?
Yeah, I think stay on and we'll see how it goes.
Mate, the way that layout is looking, I think the trucks are done, you know.
Yeah. We just talk as much as we can, I guess.
Yeah.
That's about all we can do.
How can they listen to that all day, man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How is anyone decent listening to that all day, every day? Do you know what I mean?
And it doesn't make you...
Yeah, I just want to hear, look. There you go. That's weird for one to be coming in like that.
Empty. Got something?
Ash, it's nuts, man, trust me. I've just seen a farmer come in with a trailer and it's empty. So I don't know what's going on. There's another one here, look. Yeah.
Oh, there's one there. There is. Let me know if you can hear the stream if you're there.
There's another one just gone in. Yes, Richard or Lindsay, what is going on? Hope you well. We just got some bullies. Just gone in, look. Two sets of bullies have just gone in. One's empty, one's full. I don't know why one's empty, I ain't got a clue. Yeah, got two bullies there. If you've just come in, obviously he got interrupted, sorry, but if you just come in, then I've never heard anything like it. Dave has been in the business for a long, long time. He's been inside, he's seen it, he's seen all kinds of things. It drove him to become an activist for the things he's seen, and even he said he hasn't seen anything like it.
Yeah.
Heard anything like it, sorry.
As Jake is saying, like, it was really awful and terrible. Generally, there's more people in the stream, so I don't know what's happening.
I know it sounds silly, mate, but before I was okay here, but not there.
Yeah.
So maybe get there, I don't know.
So maybe closer? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird, isn't it? Sounds fine. Okay. Oh yeah, the bars did go up. So we're at a disgusting hellhole facility called a slaughterhouse. And I'm with Jake. If you don't know Plant Geezer, then you're missing out. You should be going over and subscribing to his channel. Incredible activist. Right when we show up, all we hear is screams, quite literally screams. And I don't think I've ever heard consistent screams like this for as long as I can remember. Maybe I did, maybe I'm not
Nah.
sure, but holy
Mate,
shit, man.
I've never heard deeper and more painful screams so consistently in my 7 years of veganism. I've never heard anything like it. Like you said, with pigs, they automatically squeal and they're uncomfortable and they're making all these noises. But cows are usually quiet and then they might moo and then they're quiet for 10 minutes and they'll moo. This is just consistent, man. I've never heard anything like it.
Yeah, it's a good question, Shannon, but no, we can't call the police. Unfortunately, the inspectors are the ones with the legal authority here, and they're on site or they're not on site. And this is all pretty standard practice. They aren't gonna send anybody because they're hearing screams. Unfortunately, these cows are considered commodities, and they're not considered more than that. So nobody gives a shit about them, unfortunately. Guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change, 3 if you think we should exploit animals. I have a feeling my stream's not working so well, just because there's only 1 viewer on right now.
That's strange, isn't it?
It really is.
That's nothing to do with signal, though, is it? Your signal's fine.
No, my signal's kind of not good, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think maybe I should switch over.
Is that why? Shall I
No, you stay, because you got some viewers. I got none. I'm just gonna try something different. It's working fine, don't know if views are down. Okay, so it is working, so maybe it's just taking a little time to
I think
load.
you'll be fine, mate, yeah.
Yeah,
I think you'll
okay.
be fine. The problem is with the police, someone just said about the police, the problem is the police have been brainwashed and conditioned as well to think that it's normal to violate and torture baby female animals. So when they come, all they can think about is their products, their cheese, their breast milk. You know, they're on the side of the corrupt businesses like this. You know, they're all in each other's pockets. I guarantee if they rang the police and I rang the police, like this has happened a few weeks ago, they would automatically side with the organisation and not the person, despite whatever's happened. These people are all in bed together, man.
Yeah.
They're all corrupt, they're all addicted to products, and they're all money hungry.
Well, that's it. I mean, they're addicted, so if they're gonna come at us or go against us, they have to really consider their own food choices, right? So then they're gonna have to think about these things, which is just easier to follow the social norms, isn't it? Hey, Kale, how are you doing? Lambretta, Draclome, we got Richard, we got Ashley, we got James, Isaiah. Thank you guys for being here so much. So we are at a disgusting hellhole facility called a slaughterhouse. If you can imagine, in 2026, they still have these fucking places. We're hearing cows scream at the top of their lungs. These poor cows, the smell out here is just fucking disgusting. You can't even imagine. Hey, Virtue Postmortem. We came up here and literally Jake questioned somebody and they were laughing, you know. We have drone footage of a lady just walking by like as if it's a normal day, happy-go-lucky, like this is normal. We see an empty truck come here, and I'm almost wondering if that empty truck is actually taking the cow that's screaming away in some way or capacity. I don't know what's going on.
It's weird. I've never in my life seen a farmer with an empty truck turn up to a slaughterhouse. We actually got our cameras in there expecting to see baby animals, and there was nothing in there. So he's pulled up to the lairies now. I don't know if he's going to be taking some away. It's really weird. It's the first time I've seen that, and I don't know what is going on.
It's weird. It's weird. So, guys, this is part of Project Livestream. This is happening all over the world. So we're at slaughterhouses in different countries, different continents, because we want to show you the truth, the fucking truth about what takes place in animal agriculture. Yeah, exactly. 1, if you are open-minded to change, or sorry, 1, if you're a vegan, 2, if you're open-minded to change. And I highly suggest you watch something called the 3-Minute Movie Challenge, or you go watch a movie like Dominion, the movie 2018, or Pignorant is another movie that you can watch just to see the standard practice. This is just the regular everyday practice. I think we should be informed consumers. We should know the truth. I think we should know what we're paying for. And often people aren't. They just want to turn a blind eye. But how can you do that knowing potentially what you're doing is really awful? You wouldn't go around kicking dogs. You wouldn't go around hurting others. But yet, by virtue of you walking into a grocery store with something that's on a nice little platter, you are paying for violence, and we can hear that violence right here. It's taking everything in us for us not to run inside and be like, "What the fuck's going on?"
And when I was inside this same company, the African lad who worked there, who was a cleaner, he told me that he could happily kill the cows because I was dropping little bombs in there saying, "Oh, you know, I couldn't do it myself, could you?" He said, "Yeah, I could do it myself, couldn't you? Why couldn't you do it?" And then a week later, he told me he could never eat beef again, but he could only eat chicken. So the place that put him off the food, the products, is the same place where he was working and told me that he could actually kill the cow himself. But then he got put off the beef. Got put off the beach. You know what I mean? Like, I think people are confused in these places.
Yeah.
People are so conflicted in these places. It's mad. The police turn up, they're conflicted because they're not violent. 95% of people in this place couldn't kill the animal themselves. They ain't going to look in the eye of that cow and slit the neck. They work in the fucking office. Do you know what I mean? They ain't going to do shit.
Yeah.
Even the people in the lairage, even the farmers, bring them in, and sometimes they're a little bit sad. Even the farmers couldn't kill them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the farmers will never kill. And often when we had pandemics break out or COVID, these farmers were screaming to their politicians.
What are you looking at?
Yeah.
Hey, come and grin over here.
So he's laughing at us. The thing is that this is what they do. They mock us, right? They mock us. They try to make us angry, try to go at us, because the law's on their side. But if you take a look, guys.
Here we go. Look, we got another bully. Stay there, Dave, because you'll go off flying. Look at this.
Oh my god, it's a woman! Oh my god! Oh my god, it's a woman! It's a woman with a little smile.
Her just smiling as she walks by.
A woman smiling.
Oh, the smell. Oh, those poor cows. It's fucking She's still driving. Look at that. Hops out. Well, the vehicle's still moving. Is that normal?
I bet she stinks, man. I'm glad she don't live with me.
Yeah, she fucking smells.
Absolutely disgusting, man.
And this is the point of us doing these live streams, guys, is we're here to show the truth. And I mean, yeah, I kind of figured I probably shouldn't even move the tripod, so it's a bit laggy. But this is the point of doing these live streams, is to show the truth, the reality, and let people come to some sort of conclusions on their own. I mean, at the end of the day, like you were saying, Jake, people wouldn't kill the animals, even the workers inside. Most of them have never been to the kill floor. Farmers, I was saying earlier, when COVID happened or when an avian influenza outbreak happens or some other thing happens, these guys, they scream to their politicians. They ask for assistance because they won't do it themselves. They're not going to kill the animals themselves. They're too afraid to kill the animals themselves because who wants to kill animals? They're using immigrants, refugees, minorities, people that are kind of tough on their luck. Maybe they have a criminal record. These aren't college-educated people. You wouldn't send your children to a slaughterhouse. You wouldn't allow them to go on a school trip for these type of things. So, guys, don't forget to hit like, hit subscribe, share the stream. Once again, this is part of Project Livestream. We are all across the world. We're sharing the truth, the reality of what happens with these things. I'm with Jake, Plant Geezer, incredible activist. We were together yesterday. We did a couple interviews, and again, we're just out here as regular guys, just trying to change the narrative, trying to show the truth. Jake's been in a number of slaughterhouses. If you don't know who he is, hey, sir, what are you doing? You wanna have a conversation? How you doing? You know this is a slaughterhouse. They execute cows here for something that's unnecessary. Yeah, it's unnecessary because I don't eat cows. I'm here alive, right?
Baby cows.
Baby cows.
Screaming, yeah.
You hear the screams? You ever hear the screams? That's not normal. They're screaming for their lives. These places are an abomination. They need to be shut down.
Mate, don't work for the bullies, man.
Yeah, I think you can find better work, man. Yeah, but you're
Ma-
going
maintenance.
in. Your maintenance. You're going in, right? Yeah. I just thought I'd let you know. You
Yep.
can smell it. The cows are screaming for their lives. It's causing more violence in the world. These places need to be shut down. Live vegan, my guy. Live vegan. Thank you.
Filthy bullies.
Yeah, and there she is walking around. Unbelievable. What a world we live in, that we have to do this, that we're out here
Wow.
in front of the gates of hell. You can hear the cows screaming as well. It's the thing, if we had these cameras inside these places 24 hours a day, we'd live in a vegan world, because most people could not even comprehend what happens inside of these hellholes.
What time is it in Canada? Is that why?
Probably, yeah.
That's why, innit?
So it's 5 hours difference. So.
Ah, okay, so yeah, everyone's in bed, isn't they?
Yeah, probably a lot of people in bed.
Nice one, Barbara. What is happening? Owen, Lindsay, no worries at all.
Hey, Ben.
Yeah, they keep laughing, but what makes me laugh is they never laugh when they're on their toes. They always laugh from afar. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at him here.
Also, it's who. I'm not letting. You're saying let people eat what they want. It's actually a someone. They're eating a being, a living being that wanted to not be exploited. So yeah.
I've never seen an object scream. Have you?
Yeah.
What
exactly.
other object screams 200 deep in the lairage? And all they can do is laugh. All they can do is laugh from afar.
Because they don't have a justification.
And they'll never come over and justify it. Do you know what I mean? How can you justify keeping 250 cows in a lairage, listen to them all day, and then force them towards their death?
Yeah, they're screaming for their lives. And again, we talk about necessity. None of this is necessary. None of this is necessary. And we're literally allowing it to happen. Even as vegans, the world is allowing this to happen. And what we're trying to do is inspire others to get out and do exactly what we are doing. We have dozens of activists all over the world doing this monthly. Every month we've hit, I think it's over 100 or 200 million views just on the live streams, the reels that come from these, because it's an important it's the most important topic, of course, because we're exploiting upwards of trillions of animals each year when we don't have to. Again, it's not necessary.
Filthy. The whole setup is filth.
And someone's saying we're gonna starve to death if we eat cabbage. How's that so?
Part of our society.
I mean,
Answer that one, Dave. These places are part of our society.
Society, yeah. Is it a natural part of society that we have slaughterhouses? I mean,
if you want to violate baby females, man, I don't want to be part of that society. So get me gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and you're talking about infants. You're exploiting their reproductive system. Imagine if we put that in human context. What would we call that? Right? I'm going to give that to you first.
It begins with R and it ends in E. And every time we say the truth, they litter the reach and they give you strikes. I've already had 2 strikes for talking the truth. Because apparently you're not allowed to say the truth. You're allowed to do it. It's legal to do it. The police will come and defend it. They'll defend it. Everyone will defend it. But all of a sudden you talk about it and you get a strike. And that's the world we live in. And why do you think that is? Because these corrupt, I can't even say the word. Yeah, there's another one coming. Or is it coming out? It's like when that opens, they know he's coming. I'm gonna put this on slow-mo. Anything? Must be coming out then, yeah. That gate's open now, so hopefully the one who was laughing can I can go and ask him why he thinks it's funny that 250 cows are being tortured in the back room. I reckon one's coming. Right, we're going to go on slow-mo.
Yeah, maybe a smaller one.
Is it?
I think so.
Right, I'll be back in a sec. I'm going to get a slow-mo. James Walker is sitting on YouTube telling random people that he doesn't even know that he likes to attack baby female animals. I don't know why anyone would do that.
So they.
I think I would have got that as well. On slow-mo. You only need a shot, don't you?
It's a more advanced one. This one.
Yeah, see? Slows it down.
Yeah, that's what I do with mine.
Oh, you can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got it as well.
On standby.
They have to come around fast, see? So, when you go to like the zoo, which obviously is keeping animals captive, they like people to look at animals, and they like people to come and give them money so they can see the slaves. But these ones who are enslaving these ones and bring them into this bullying facility, they don't like you to see. They don't like you to get your camera in. Why would that be? Why would that be? Tell me why that would be.
Yeah, why not be proud of what you do? Open the doors. Let us go inside. Be happy with what you're providing the public, right? Don't these farmers say, "Oh, we produce." You're looking for the wrong channel, cable. If you're looking for a date or something, you can go to apps that can help you out with that.
Imagine relating the torture of cows to someone being gay.
Someone's
Like,
sexuality.
yeah, it's
This,
just like
but he's probably a farmer, so this is what farmers do sometimes. Oh, by the way, that's Kale, my name, incredible activist. But this is what people do, right? They oftentimes farmers or hunters, sometimes they'll go to sexuality. They'll start talking about something.
It's either jobs or homosexuality.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
The job thing is like, well, how many more jobs have we got to get? You know what I mean? Like, is there like a rule on how many jobs? I've got 2 jobs. This is Dave's job, so you can't say that this is what Dave does. There's another one here, look.
I might have, let's see.
That gate then wasn't even open, and he wants to get in that fast. He must have missed it by a millimetre just to squeeze in so we couldn't see, look.
What are they afraid of?
What they're scared of?
Oh yeah, the screams.
Oh yeah, normal people not giving them money, psychopaths. Couldn't wait to get in, look.
I don't know if you can see that, but that's about all I could get because they're driving in fast, but I can slow it down. Yeah, that's right. Virtue postmortem. No balls
So-
to address the actual issue.
You'll get people on here that say, oh, I could do it, I could dispatch an animal. Notice how they use the word dispatch and they don't use the words that are true to the act.
The language
And also
they
the
use,
fact
yeah.
that you have to defend it says it all. So you don't come on, you don't just scroll on a video, and if it's not a threat or does it not challenge your belief, you wouldn't bother commenting on it. So the fact that people comment says it all. That's enough. That's all we need to know. Thanks for coming.
It really
Off you pop.
does, right? Guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change, 3 if you think we should still exploit animals. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Share out the stream. I'll grab the mic from you.
I'm sorry.
Share out the stream. These exposed places. Please go over and subscribe to him. Even go over to his stream now. Also support Jake. He's too modest to ask for any support, but honestly, we need more of us. Sorry about the lag. Yeah, that kind of happens sometimes. Yeah, we need more of us out in the streets, and there are a lot of people that are willing to do this kind of activism, this kind of being out in front of slaughterhouses, exposing the truth. But we need to support them, and for some reason, you know, a lot of the let's say funding. Look at this guy, ass, sex, and vegans. What is?
Wow.
So what I would say is that if you're someone who's well off and you're looking to fund street advocacy, fund the people that are actually getting out there. You can see their content is consistent. People like Mel and Steve, people like Plant Geezer here, people like Gem Lettuce. I mean, there's so many of them, but it does stop at some point, and I think that would help inspire others, because a lot of people are working full-time jobs while they're doing activism. That's Jake. Jake's doing this, and he's also got 2 businesses on the side. How are we going to change the world if we can't free up activists to do what the fuck needs to be done? And that's being out here confronting the ridiculous hellholes that we're in front of right now.
Ridiculous, exactly what it is, man.
It is.
No name, JS22. Oi, everybody's lacking, look. Everybody's lacking. Look at him. Look at him lacking.
I'm lacking. I'm dying here.
It's time to move on,
Oh,
man.
no.
It's time to move on,
Oh,
man.
no. 12 years vegan. Oh, no. What am I going to do? But hey, I challenge this guy, whoever it is. I challenge you to a race. Come to Canada. We'll lace up the skates. I'll skate backwards for you, and you can skate forwards. Let's see how far you can. Let's see if you can beat me. There you go.
All the things you listed there are fed to the baby animals anyway.
Yeah.
These things are all fed to the victims.
Well, I got rid of that guy. He was saying nothing but nonsense. Not open-minded, but that's what happens, guys. These people talk about sex. They talk about things that are so outside of anything we're discussing here. We're talking about animal rights. We're talking about what's happening in front of us, and they'll try to divert the conversation. They'll try to change topics. Absolutely ridiculous. And even people will talk about your appearance, or somehow they have x-ray vision and they can see your insides. It's pretty sad, my guy. Why are they screaming in there, by the way? I thought you farmers had pay. Yeah. Fuck off.
So what he said there was
The halal?
Yeah. What they mean by sort out the ones in Birmingham, sort out the halal. So for some reason they think that halal is bad, the Muslims are bad, but they get like a free pass.
Yeah.
When the cow is screaming in there, the cow screams whether it's in a halal place or a Western place. You know what I mean? And I'll say that most meat in the UK is halal anyway, and you just don't know about it. So believe me when I say the cow doesn't give a fuck whether they're in a halal bullying facility or this one. They're all bullies, they're all violators, and they're all torturers. I mean, listen to the sound, man. Listen to the sound. You think the cow gives a fuck that it's not in halal? You think the cow's going, oh, fucking hell, oh, thank God I ain't in halal in Birmingham, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and if you want to become halal certified, you can get your own certificate in 5 minutes online. You can become halal certified.
Wow.
And another point, which you mentioned, was animals that you eat are preyed upon. So you people that are religious, or people that are I don't know, racist maybe even, just so you know, they're still praying the prayer over your cows. It's just in a different facility like this one, because they'll sell halal product from all these facilities. So so-called halal, which is kind of ironic, because the guy who's complaining about sorting out what happens downtown, he doesn't care about the cows screaming here. And you talk about these farmers too, claim they care. Oh, you know, we treat our animals right. What about the screaming cow? What about the screaming cows that are happening right now? It's ridiculous. Yeah. Yeah. Jake is shredded. It's kind of funny though how people will talk about appearance. I was literally called fat in one live stream and skinny in one live stream, and I was also like, when I didn't shave,
You're just a fat thin man. That's what you
yeah,
are.
I was
just
fat.
a fat skinny man.
And skinny. It was hilarious. It's pretty funny, right? Also, someone donated $40 to me one stream, and on my PayPal. And if you want to support me, you can definitely do that in the link in the description. But he sent me $40 to say, get a job. And guess what? I reposted that on my user account, and someone sent me $140 to say, don't get a job. So I ended up making 200 pounds or $200, and I put that towards advocacy. I put that towards a camera. So thank you very much, guys. Keep trolls, keep donating to the activists, because I see it happen often. It's kind of hilarious. Oh man.
Listen, and there's more going in now. Listen. I've never, ever, ever heard anything like it.
Can you imagine being back there?
Oh man, and this is a brick wall. Don't forget what we're seeing here. It's a brick wall. I know you've got the slats in the top, the wood, but imagine being around the back. And they just drive away. They
Literally
just drive
a brick
away.
wall, and you can hear it. You can totally hear it.
It's time to end the animal fetish, man. It's time to end the animal fetish.
And that's what it is, literally. It is a fetish. You're just addicted to animal products because there's no need. It's not necessity. So why continue to exploit, abuse, torture, commodify, objectify innocent animals when you don't have to? Guys, hit 1 in the stream if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change, and 3 if you think we should still exploit animals.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that on here. So Dave's got this genius trick. Not a trick, just a question. Number 1, if you're vegan. Number 2, oh yeah, they heard it. Sorry, I forgot that we linked. 1, if you're vegan. 2, if you're open-minded. 3, if you are pro-animal violation and pro-cruelty.
So we got a bunch of 1s over here on Jake's stream. We got some 1s over here as well. I think I saw 3. It seems like the 3s took a day off. Maybe they've had too much cholesterol today. Maybe
Too many babies.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe they can't get up early or something, if you know what I mean. Yeah, science is what we lean on. And of course, all the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, all these bodies of health have unequivocally stated that you can live healthy and fine on a plant-based diet. I even went vegan not knowing about any health or anything like that. I was just sick and tired of what I saw as a former inspector inside slaughterhouses. So I worked for the Canadian Food Inspection Agency for 15.5 years. No doubt I saw things that you can't even believe. So I started when I was 19. My entire family worked in this industry. My mom, my aunt, my uncle, my grandparents immigrated. The job they were given was a slaughterhouse. That was the place that they built a community literally around. All the Portuguese workers were sent to this hellhole. And my grandfather became an inspector. My uncle eventually became one, and then I followed suit at 19 years old. Right away, the first thing I saw was a head that was frozen to a crate from a hen, and I look over and I see like it was dozens of them. It was a cold, freezing day, and very often these animals will freeze to death, or they'll die of heart attacks due to the heat. When it rains, they'll suffocate. These are the trucks that you see on the highway going down that you pay for to have happen. These animals sometimes will never see the light of day. Sometimes they'll never smell fresh air until they're on a slaughterhouse truck, panting, throwing up, and sliding around in their feces, all for someone to eat their corpse afterwards when it's not necessary. It's crazy, all the things I saw. The abuse is just unimaginable. They're not individuals, they're not considered individuals. For me, anytime a further inspection would be triggered is when I would get a certain percentage of dead on arrival. Not the individual, but a certain amount of them be dead. So it would be 5% of them dead on a chicken truck, for example. So you can do the math. And yeah, I would have to collect bodies. I would have to put them into an area where a vet would then do what's called a necropsy, an autopsy, to determine why they died, when it was very clear that they died due to the heat, or maybe abuse on the farm. Look at this guy, and he's dressed all fancy too, and he's got like shit work boots with him, clearly working on the kill floor. Insane. So yeah, it's horrific. And honestly, like, if you're honest with yourself, you would actually look into these things. You would actually go to a slaughterhouse. Come to this one. Hear the fucking screams. It's been all day. It's gonna haunt me all day. Can you imagine losing your life this way, being treated this way? You know, a fraction of your lifespan. It's horrific what we do to these beings. It's unimaginable. And you know, it takes a group of people to change. And talking about governments changing or policies changing or better humane methods. Look, this industry has been going on for how long? Like, it's been industrialized since what, the 40s or 50s? If that was your business and your return on investment was to have a humane place, why would it take 70 years? You'd be out of business in a couple years. No, there's no such thing. And nobody's ever presented anything forward. It's ridiculous.
I've never heard nothing like it, Dave, man.
Yeah. It's
I don't know if
insane.
Ash and Cal are still here, but Ash and Cal was in here, and they came here, and Cal got arrested. This is the same one, and I said at the time, I said, that's the worst I've ever heard. You can triple that now or times it by 4. It's the worst sounds I've ever heard so consistently as well.
Yeah, it's been consistent all day, and it makes me think like someone's obviously doing something to the animals, harassing them, beating them. And the other thing is to what farmers will often do is they'll say, well, I'm a good farmer. I don't hit my animals, I treat my animals well. Maybe they do. Maybe they treat them in some sort of way well. But they certainly know the neighbor that's beating the shit out of the cow. They certainly know the neighbor that's cutting the tails off of pigs, beating the shit out of pigs, hanging pigs. They certainly know these things. They know of the bad actor that's down the street, but they'll never say anything against them just so they can protect their bottom line. It's insanely awful what happens. Sorry, I cut off sometimes because I get flashbacks, but you see pig farmers hang pigs just so the other ones listen. You see bodies all over some of these pig farms in the dumpsters. Go to your locals. Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. Go to your local farm. Just open up the dumpster. You're gonna see dead bodies everywhere. And it's just the cost of business, which we're saying is absolutely insanely ridiculous. Hey, vegan engineer. We had somebody timed out as well.
Takeoff. Home point updated.
Thanks for being here, guys. I know the stream's probably not doing so well. Hey, Alberto. So once again, this is part of Project Livestream. Activists from all over the world going to slaughterhouses, hellholes. I almost said the same thing at the same time. These nightmare facilities where they execute innocent animals for pleasure, for some disgusting fetish that people can't get over. And so I'm with Plant Geezer, incredible activist. Works multiple jobs, but still spends most of his time defending the innocent animals who don't even have a seat at the table. They can't even have a conversation about what they go through. They can't even fight. So we just got to be careful. Sometimes there's cars that come around. They can't even fight to defend themselves. They don't want to be in this position. They don't want to be treated this way. And of course,
What are they doing there?
it's not necessary. This guy's driving around. Sometimes you don't know what people are up to. Guys, hit like, share out the stream, and attack baby. Well, there you go. So you have a poll there. So the poll reads 73% say no, do not attack baby animals. Can you imagine that other people actually say to do that? Please donate to Jake. Get him to become a full-time activist. We need him out on the streets each and every single day and not have to worry about the stresses of working a typical 9 to 5. We need more activists out here speaking up, sharing the truth. Yeah, I'm not sure. This guy's coming in hot. Jeez. This guy's coming so fast around the corner. Wow. So once again, we are at a disgusting hellhole facility called a slaughterhouse in 2026. Can you imagine? This is what the world we live in. We're still executing animals for a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of taste, and it's not necessary. All the science, all the data shows that we don't have to. I've been vegan for 12 years, and I'm an ex-slaughterhouse inspector. So I worked in this industry. I saw what most people, 99.9% of people, will never see, which is a kill floor where they execute these poor innocent animals. And so this love dog says, I'm his favorite clown. Imagine your dietary preference being your entire personality. Well, it's not a diet, my guy. It's not a diet. It's a justice movement. We have another truck coming in. These big animals being sent to slaughter. Got the wrong mic here. Being sent to slaughter, just about to be put into an area and about to be executed for people who say this is your diet, this is your entire personality, bro.
Yes, Mum.
Your entire person.
Mum's here.
Mum's here.
Hey, they've just drove a whole family in. There's a kid in the back of the truck. The mum, the dad, and the kid have just come to drop off their victims.
Wow. The whole family. The whole family arrived to drop off victims, so they're teaching their child that violence is necessary in this world, and he's going to be similar to people who troll people standing up against just exactly. Stuart, thank you for being here. It's so true, right? These guys are morally bankrupt. Of course, the people that do comment like that are generally people that have done horrific things to animals. They've executed them, they've abused them, they've tortured them. This is very common. This is a way of them to let out whatever violence they've had. So there's a video called "What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain." It's on YouTube, and it talks about how people move from empathy to apathy, even psychopathy. They'll move to all these different realms, and oftentimes psychopaths actually join this line of work because they're legally allowed to kill, and they get off on it. They love it. They enjoy it. I've seen. I remember going into a cow slaughterhouse, and I was very intimidated to go in there time after time, because the guy with the machete, the look in his eyes, he was in heaven. He was absolutely loving what he was doing. He got to stab animals in the throat. He got to watch his pals shoot them in the face. And this is the reality. This is exactly what happens. And these places actually do create apathy. They do create psychopaths. They do create more violent crime, well, including sexual assault. It's amazing that people joke about these things and they joke about their sandwich, but they don't look at the trauma associated with taking lives. They don't look at the drug and alcohol addiction that comes as a result. And then also the other consequences of more violence happening in society as a result, including women being sexually assaulted. If you can imagine that this is what people are paying for. This is like, and it's an optional item, right? It's an optional thing. You don't have to go to a zoo. You don't have to wear leather. You don't have to eat animals. Like, and people don't see these consequences. They don't understand the consequences of. They think it's just a burger. Well, no. There's so much more that goes into it. If you look at pathogens, including that as well, Campylobacter, E. coli, Salmonella, Listeria, all these things are plaguing society because these line speeds go up so high. There's so many animals that are living in their filth. Literally 90% of this place, his job is to get rid of the pathogens. So they'll flush out the hair, they'll rip off the skin, and they'll use chemicals to do that. Quite literally, look at the enclave of slaughterhouse trucks coming out here, leaving now with families and such. It's absolutely absurd what we're doing. And again, we talk about necessity. Jake and I seem to be doing okay. Oh yeah, so are all the other vegans in the world.
Return to home.
If you're not eating a healthy diet, that's just up to you. But you can definitely live the best on a plant-based diet, right?
Well done. Give him a clap, Sarah. Give him a clap. Clap.
Shame.
Well done. Well done. Give him a clap. Give him a clap.
Good job.
Well done.
Great
well
job.
Done. Well
Yeah.
done.
Look at they all came out at the same time.
Well done.
They're probably gonna go have dinner together. Insane. So now they're probably gonna go eat their victims, right? And I guess I can't say much about that because I did when I worked in animal agriculture. I actually ate animal products, but again, I thought you had to. I thought you had to eat animals. I was told this my whole life, and including when I went vegan or plant-based. I thought I was gonna be missing something. I thought I'd be sick. I thought I'd be ill, but it didn't matter. It didn't matter at that time. Apparently, I'm a cop now. Sure.
That's the first one, cop.
Yeah.
I've been inside these places and I saw a pig chat in the staff room. There was like a car, and he said, "Please be careful when trimming, because this one nearly made it through to M&S." Now, M&S is obviously the superior supermarket. It's where all the gourmet pieces of cow go, and if it's got a bit of like a cyst or anything like that on the carcass, and it's cut out, it will go to the other supermarkets such as Asda, Lidl, Aldi. I don't know where they actually get it from particularly, but if they hadn't have chopped it out and it would have gone to M&S, they would have obviously lost the contract, or
Get more money from it.
and lost the contract or whatever. So this is how common it is. You know what I mean? This is how common it is. It's not just like one in every million. This is happening all the time. I saw these pictures everywhere. I saw it on the screen, mastitis, all these different diseases they had to pick out. You've seen it all.
Ascites,
Oh, there's another one.
cellulitis, ascites, cellulitis. I mean, there's so many different, quite literally. So it's that, and then you can hear the cow. Jake's in there right now. He's got a good view. I'm so sorry. She's looking at me right now. Fuck. What a disgust. She's like, what a fucking nightmare.
That was powerful.
She's looking right at me.
And he can. So the cows look. I mean, look at him. They know exactly, man. They're guilty. I've never seen so much guilt on farmers' faces.
Yeah.
Slaughter workers, they don't give a fuck. They're not right in the head. These farmers, you can see the guilt on their face.
Yeah.
Obviously. Do you know what I mean? They're driving baby victims into this bullying facility where they're going to be tortured after bringing the animal up, feeding the animal on these small farms. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they put the trust in you, just like your dog would, and then they bring them here, and in the next 30 minutes, the neck's going to be opened up, and they're going to be hanging upside down, and they're going to be passed around numerous bullies while they all have their little share, till it's ended up on a little package, injected with loads of shit, and shipped off to your supermarket. Do you know what I mean? Like, what more would it take? Do you know what I mean? What more will it take?
It's like literally the people raising these animals, and they teach their children to do this as well. You've heard of 4-H program, maybe you don't know about that here. They probably have something similar where they have the children raise the animals, and then at some point they got to watch their friends be killed. It's some sort of weird indoctrination to show kids that this is normal to do that. Well, how many field trips go to slaughterhouses? I watched an episode of The Simpsons, and one of them, there's a clip of them going to the slaughterhouse. Before, they're all happy-go-lucky, but by the end of it, when they come out, they're all messed up, of course. Yeah, maybe they like watching it. What do I want to accomplish, Rose? Well, first of all, we want animal liberation. We know it's unnecessary to do this. So like any other injustice that's unnecessary, we're fighting against it to say that enough is enough. Because clearly you don't have to eat or exploit animals in order to live or sustain yourself, right? I'm a host inspector. I worked for the Canadian government. I was told my entire life that we had to eat animals and exploit them. And then I learned that we didn't have to. So what the hell? So there's another truck coming. I'm just gonna set my mic down and I'm gonna try to get some footage here. Oh shit. check that dump. Hopefully I got some footage there. So another truck. This place is packed with poor cows, and you just want to eat them. Well, maybe go visit a sanctuary or go to a slaughterhouse. Hear their screams. Why do you want to eat them when it's not necessary? You don't have to. Yeah, I got some footage there. So I'll show you guys. Hopefully you guys can see. Damn. It's almost impossible to see, isn't it? Maybe I'll turn it this way. Yeah, there you go. I'll put it back so you guys can see exactly what you pay for. Shit. Why doesn't it just let me play it?
Look at them all just having their little sandwiches in the shade, look. As though there ain't 300 screaming fucking cows in the back. 30 metres away, do you know what I mean?
Exactly. You know, if you guys can see this, I know it's difficult.
Popping the noses over, just looking through the gap. Let's have a look what he's doing.
Oh, maybe I didn't have it high. Hang on. Hang on, guys. We'll get you...
Battery level is low. Aircraft will return to the home point in 10 seconds. Return to home.
I think they're still cleaning up that mess at the back.
That's what you're paying for, guys. Innocent, sentient beings that don't want to be exploited. And how quick they are to hide it.
Landing.
How quick they are to hide it. These... Aren't you proud of what you do? Like, shouldn't you be proud of what you do?
Listen to that.
That's in slow-mo, guys. That's in slow-mo. What I'm showing you. They open the gate ahead of time. They call ahead. They call ahead just to open the gate so the truck can just sit there. The reason they're doing that is so we don't expose them or we don't show them. What does that say to you, the honest consumer? What does that say to you?
I wonder if they ask them to call then.
They have to.
I wonder what process, what procedure do they use to know that they're coming?
They'll call them on a radio. I think they have a dispatch.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Or send out a text and say.
Yeah. So they'll reach ahead and they'll have the gate open so that way people can't show.
Protein is good for you.
Yeah.
Hey, protein is good for you, isn't it, Dave?
It's like
tofu's great for you.
Yeah. What is? I don't understand what you're saying that vegans don't. How come there's millions of vegans? Wouldn't the hospitals be flooded? Wouldn't there be an epidemic?
Oh, yesterday I spoke to John, who at one point was the biggest vegan bodybuilder in the world, and he could sit on you and squash you. So don't talk about protein when there's people 3 times the size who could sit on you and turn you into a pancake. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's always someone bigger.
Then you look silly.
And the point is that you can be a big athlete if you want to be or not. There's no difference, right? The other point is that you're exploiting someone when you don't have to. Guys, do you have any questions? Hit 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, if you're someone who's open-minded to change. 3, if you think we should continue to exploit others for your pleasure.
Yes, Richard. Richard's on the tofu Szechuan, man. That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to see.
It's true. Twisted. I see. Kay, why don't you go have a conversation with Postmortem? Go join the Discord. Let's see if have the courage, like none of you trolls ever have the courage to actually go and have a discussion about these things. It's pretty wild.
Do you know how many
we got
people
some
have
ones in the chat?
How many people have had pops? And when you stick it to them and say, right, come on then, let's meet, either talk or, oh, you weak, let's go gym. They never come. No one comes. I'm gutted when no one turns up. Do you know what I mean? What's the matter with you?
Got a Mel and Steve in the house. Thank you, Mel and Steve.
Mel and Steve, what is happening?
Great work today. Thank you for putting this all together once again. This is part of Project Livestream. Jake and I are at a disgusting hellhole facility. The cows have been screaming the entire day. I don't think I've ever heard this, even as an inspector, of cows screaming the way they have ever since we got here. It's been hours.
Non-stop.
Or it's been at least an hour.
I would say there hasn't been a 20-second gap in the last hour where we haven't heard.
Yeah, it's horrific, and every ounce of me just wants to run in there and tell everybody to stop, but obviously can't do that. And now we have Voldemort trolling me on Jake's stream, which is ironic. Voldemort actually kills animals. He doesn't even know his count. I told him to watch a video called "What Killing Animals Does to Your Brain," but apparently he knows more than psychiatrists and psychologists. Yeah, he's...
Oh, is he still around? Isn't it mad how they don't give a shit and it's such a ridiculous topic, but yet they spend all their time commenting? So what is it that makes them come back? What is it that makes you come back?
Yeah, what is it that makes you come back, Voldemort? It's because you don't have any friends or family. Maybe you weren't hugged enough. It really seems like you have a pathetic life. Bullying animals, killing them, abusing them, torturing them. And the irony is you go into someone like Mel and Steve's stream and say, oh, I want Greyhound racing to stop. I saw that. And then you come here and then you troll me. Amazing, amazing. Yeah, he just enjoys being a psycho. Exactly. See, and these guys get sexual here, right? Like old man River.
Oh, hey. Getting sexual is exactly what we expect, because in these places they have to sexually abuse the females in order to reproduce more, to turn them into dairy cows or kill the babies and then eventually send them off to these torturing facilities. So how convenient that you bring up sexual.
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
It's no surprise. And some of the files that came on my desk as an inspector were actually people who have been told on for sexually violating animals. So imagine, you know, there's these lonely people out there fondling animals anyway. These are people probably, maybe there's someone in this chat that's trolling people already that's has done this. So you can imagine they're lonely, they're with the animal, they don't have anybody else. You can use your imagination, right? Probably can't say it on here, but when I had worked as an inspector, I saw a couple, so we had a filing cabinet and it would say which animals in particular were being, whatever, a non-compliance they called it. They'd say what species of animal. And then they had one folder for, I think it was, they didn't use the S word. I can't remember the word they used, but it was implied that it was for people that had affairs, certain affairs with animals, if you know what I mean, which happen more often than you think. And I've been on farms where I've seen weapons in places that they shouldn't be, if you can get my drift. So there's some psychopaths out there. Often farmers will protect these psychopaths, which is insane, because you would think, you know, your role, the farmers say, oh, we care, we want the best for the animals, but yet, you know, your buddy down the street is diddling the animals. Unbelievable. The truck that just drove by dropped off 1 or 2 cows.
Listen to that.
And now he can go eat his fucking bacon sandwich and look at his PayPal or whatever the fuck he has and laugh at his money. Disgusting. Oh, self-righteous old man River talking about diddling, and then he gets all defensive. Self-righteous, almighty. I worked in animal agriculture. I'm an ex-inspector there,
Voldemort,
buddy.
your brekkie had a boner. Voldemort's brekkie had a big fat whopper. Pass it on.
It's true, Voldemort. You're disgusting, by the way. Womp womp. Get better, whatever that means. Yeah, well, it's true. Virtue postmortem. Everybody who consumes animals is supporting a system of bestiality. It's no doubt. This happens. A system of violence. We all know, right? We all know what's happening, and you can hear the cows screaming right now, as some dude is taking out his anger, his frustrations, because the cow maybe won't move the way they want the cow to move, and obviously with the screams you know what's happening.
I mean, it ticks every box, doesn't it, of like the most disgusting forms of oppression you could ever think of. How many more boxes? I don't think there is a box that it doesn't tick.
Yeah.
This whole setup, do you know what I mean? Like, what else would it take?
Yeah.
Sexual, mental, physical, do you know what I mean?
And if you're someone who's open-minded, why would you accept the narrative of people who are saying things about like sexual exploitation or joking about these things? Like, why not take it seriously, look into these things and be open-minded? 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change, 3 if you think it's okay to exploit animals. I mean, it's not necessary to exploit animals.
Where's the twos at? Where's the twos at?
Yeah, let's see the twos, guys.
Right, let's have a look what the workers are doing on their lunch. Look at
Yes.
that. Listen to that bullshit, man.
So there's workers literally right over here. They're eating their lunch and they're hearing the screams of all these cows right here. It's unbelievable. Like, those screams have to haunt them at night. They have to. Who will die not getting food? What are you talking about? The animals simply just won't be bred into existence. They're literally babies when they get executed anyway. I mean, I don't understand what you're saying. Like, you've been here enough times to understand how the process works. I've seen your name before.
Take off.
Well, see, there you go, being sexual, no filter for you. It's no wonder, because you guarantee exploit animals. You probably do worse. I can imagine if you have a dog or something like that. I can't imagine the horror, the nightmare that dog lives through. Weirdo. Yeah, Isaiah, I'm just telling you this much. Voldemort does this with everyone. He wants to claim to be some sort of smart person or authority figure. This guy executes a lot of animals. He can't even remember the count. That's how many animals he's executed for his wallet. But he also says that he's a psychologist, and he says that he knows that he isn't affected by working in this industry and taking lives. He says that doesn't happen to him, specifically him. It happens to everyone else, but not him. And so he comes around these streams and he trolls around. This is what he does. You're kind of boring me, Filter. I'll just give you a little time out. Maybe you could go touch some grass or something like that. Yeah, the cows are. I mean, I was just at a micro sanctuary, and they had 2 cows, and they were just so sweet. I mean, living out their life, you know, just doing their thing. No need to exploit them. No need to chuck them into a slaughterhouse. Right. So we got people like pretending to be other people as well. insane. They're gentle giants. They're like big puppies. I've even played soccer with a rescue before. There's people there.
I've never ever
waving
heard
their
anything
hands.
like it, man.
It doesn't stop. It's consistent. It's been all day. These cows are screaming for their lives, quite literally. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Guys, let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know if you've ever been to a slaughterhouse. Let me know if you've ever been on a farm. Also, 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone who's open-minded to change, 3 if you think we should still hear the screams of mother cows being exploited. So if you didn't know, oftentimes cows are still pregnant when they're sent to slaughter. It's the cost of business. I had people saying, no, that doesn't happen. There's no way that happens. Of course it happens.
How can they manage that?
Yeah, exactly. They can't. So the estimates could be up to 20%. I think it's more. I think it's like probably 40%. I saw so many calves being cut out of the mothers in slaughterhouses, and then sows as well are still pregnant often. One of the places I inspected, the sows would just, because they were so beat up and full of diseases and parasites and tumors and such, they'd just be gassed, and then they would chuck them into a garbage can. That was their life. They gave out babies, all these babies, and then they just decided to chuck them into a garbage can. That's all they were worth. So people could eat
And also,
their body parts, bacon.
and if they do know a cow is pregnant, but it's due to go off in line with the regulations, do you think these farmers are going to go, yeah, let's just spend all that time and resources and birth the calf, like when we've got to wait another 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? It ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
They want them gone. They want that money, man. They're on to the next one, It's not worth fiddling around with the pregnant cows, is it?
Exactly. You think they're just going to drive down the street again, make a second trip? No, because they're on to the next impregnation cycle where they force. Can you imagine being forced to be pregnant as well? This is what's crazy to me is you talk about feminists, right? Oh, feminists. We're for feminists. We should be protecting the rights of women, and of course we should be. But these same people, some of them, are drinking cow's milk. They're still exploiting animals, which is crazy to me, because if you're for rights, if you're for any rights, then you should be for the rights of all sentient beings. The smell is just terrible. We got we got someone talking about what they've done. Never been to a slaughterhouse. Well, I think if you're going to be active, I think it's important to speak with a little bit of experience. Coming to one of these places, it can change your life. It can certainly change your life and maybe give you the drive. Although there shouldn't have to be any drive, sometimes people need to see it in order to explain it. That's why we're out here. This is part of Project Livestream. We're doing this all across the world. We're trying to inspire hundreds, if not thousands, of activists to come to these places every single day, put pressure on them. We know places that have gotten new security built up around their places. They put up fences. They call ahead. You know, this all puts pressure on these places. And of course, every so-called business is running on margins, right? So we definitely want to get these places shut down and put pressure on them. And hopefully the public's going to fall on board, because, like, you know as well as I do, people doom scrolling these live streams. Eventually maybe they stop. Maybe they haven't thought about a slaughterhouse. Maybe they haven't thought about their food choices or the way they view animals. And they come into a live stream and then they see this for a moment, a glimpse. Maybe that makes them look into something. Maybe they change. Maybe they're a 2. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're open-minded to change, 3 if you think we should still exploit animals. often we've seen choose, and it's been really great. We've even seen workers cross the line, and now they do the live streams because of how effective it is. Unbelievable. So Jake's clapping, and I'm giving dirty looks. Pressure's needed, and we need a lot of people to get out here. We need an army, and if you're vegan, if you're somebody thinking about getting active, there's no better way than social media. Social media is going to be the reason why we create the change. Let me see, Renee's in here.
Rennie, what is happening?
What's
Bow
happening?
Bow Bun Rennie, I'll call him.
Bow Renee. That's not how everything works. Well, Impact, tell us how everything works. I would argue that vegans know more than 99% of animal eaters, because they look into these things. They change. They understand that they need to change. So yeah. So we're again live. I'm with Plant Geezer. Guys, go over and subscribe to Plant Geezer. He's a very modest guy, huh? He's very modest. He won't ask for support. Yes, Renee, all morning. All morning.
All morning. I've never... Rennie, I don't know if you've just come, ain't you? Is it that?
Yeah.
I have never, in 7 years, heard so many screams, so deep of a scream, and so consistently as well. All the way through for an hour and a half.
I can't say, even as an inspector, that I've ever heard that, ever in my life. It's unbelievable.
Also, all the meters got fecal contamination. When I was inside, I was spraying up all the ears, all the blood, all the bits from the inside, the shit, everything. This all goes on the machinery. It's all passed around on people's boots, on people's clothing. I think something like, is it 70% of meat contains some level of fecal contamination? There's shit in your meat, man. There's shit in your meat. Not only have they duped you into thinking that it's normal to stab cows in the neck, they've also snuck all kinds of things into the meat and let things happen, such as fecal contamination. Absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, I would say, I would guarantee you, if you went to your Tesco's or your supermarket and said, hey, can you guarantee there's no pathogens inside the animal products that I'm eating? They can't say yes. They can't guarantee it, right? Because, you know, that's going to give you directions to cook the animal flesh, to kill the E. coli, Salmonella, Campylobacter, which is caused by the fecal, the shit, the feces that they're literally sliding around and caked into their bodies.
I had blood in my teeth, and I had a mask on. I had a mask for 3 weeks, and there was blood in between my teeth. The taste of blood. Some people didn't even have a mask on. These places are what is... Look, I wouldn't eat an apple from here. I would not eat an apple. You could vacuum seal the apple, produce it in this place, and I still wouldn't eat the apple. That's how bad it is.
Yeah, I echo that. My first few days, I contracted, I think the first time I was E. coli, went to the hospital. I was out both ends, didn't understand what was happening. They asked me where I worked, and I explained, and they're like, oh, here's another truck, actually.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, they're blocked, They're blocked in, look.
That was wild.
Great.
Holy. So there was a car right on the exit, actually into the drive-in, I guess you would call it here.
Yeah.
And he was blocking the truck from coming in. But once he saw us, he fucking hit the gas and drove out as fast as possible.
Car had to get out of the way. We've got to get out of the way of him, get out of the way of the bully, get him in quick to get him.
Unbelievable.
Another couple turning up, a man and a woman. And it makes me laugh, like men are evil creatures, but these women, they are violating the sexual productions of females. And I guarantee they'll be, you know, for feminism and things like that, and, you know, trying to, you know, big up the women, Women's Day and stuff like that. And they're coming here and violating female cows who have their babies dragged from them before they're subject to a life of absolute misery, and that cycle repeats and repeats and repeats until they're eventually forced into this place, and then they're screaming in their last moments.
see that.
Got the police? Got the police?
Oh, I guess so. Well, the police just arrived. So we'll see what they have to say. Guess I should turn on my camera.
Oi, oi, oi. We're torturing animals, so we're going to call the police on you for showing people. We're going to call the police on you for showing what we do.
So now the police have arrived. I mean, we're standing out here peacefully, documenting what's happening, and now your taxpayer dollars have to go to send out a police officer here to come question us, do a report, and waste more of your taxpayer dollars when literally there are so many different things happening in your cities, crime, what have you, that they could spend time on. So now who knows what's gonna happen. Maybe, I remember one time, I think it was like 7 police vehicles showed up, and nothing was done. They just showed up with their sirens blazing, and it was crazy.
By the way, most rapists get away with rape. And they're here to come and talk to us for standing outside here to show people the truth about the violent industry, which have actually called the police on us, while rapists are out there amongst your children, man.
Yeah.
Incredible. I don't know what they're doing.
It's crazy. Maybe they're just sitting there. I don't know. But it's just absurd. Maybe they're checking out your car. I don't know. It's the same thing that happened when I was, I think another car's coming. It's the same thing happened in Toronto. I was assaulted. I called the police. They never showed up. It was 4 or 5 hours later when I was almost home that they contacted me and said, hey, where are you? It's like, well, I've already been assaulted. I already had a car slam their brakes behind me to try to intimidate me. And so what do you mean, where am I? Like, you guys didn't even show up. But the minute a slaughterhouse business calls, you know, ooh, it's the vegan. Ooh, watch out for the vegans. It's mad. It's ridiculous. What do plants have to do with it? I mean, it's amazing. Save the world. Edwin? What do you mean save the world? If you take out 100 to 300 animals that you kill per year that you eat, certainly you're saving animals. Certainly you're bettering off the world by not having more violence in the world. Do you know? So I don't know what you're trying to say. Save the world. I mean, if you had the choice, which you do, to stop consuming and exploiting animals, then why don't you? I mean, these are simple things. Simple concepts. Oh.
Call the police, I'm like.
So we got the police here just... Well, I don't care to be a part of it, but we got a scared slaughterhouse. And for what? We've done nothing wrong. We're just standing here, exercising expression, speaking to you, the public, who should know the truth about your food system. So I'm just waiting for that conversation to end. This is the same thing that happens all the time, and it's ridiculous, you know. Why don't we, if this industry is so transparent, why not let us come inside the doors, see the truth, show us the truth? Just probably falling around a truck that just went by. I mean, the industry isn't transparent. All it does is lie. It lies to you, and then it makes you out to be the bad guy for simply just standing out here using our voice. If you don't believe in expression, if you don't believe in the ability to talk, then what are you doing? I mean, what kind of world do you want to live in if you can't use your voice? I mean, isn't that what all civil society should allow? Allow people to have conversations, allow people to talk? It's insane. And a gross waste of time. Like, a waste of time, and also, like, it just goes to show how scared this industry is of being exposed. Guys, 1 in the chat if you're vegan. 2, you're someone who's open-minded to change. 3, if you think it's okay for cows to scream prior to being slaughtered. And guys, do you think that our fundamental freedoms of expression or speech, do you think that we shouldn't be allowed to be out in front of slaughterhouses and share our opinion on them? Do you think that that should be a thing? Yeah, I agree, Tracy. It's pretty horrible how it's allowed. This is just normalized violence, what's happening in society. So Jake...
So the officer did confirm that they called the police, and I said why. It baffles me as to why they would call the police. You know, is there any damage been done? Are they blocked? They're blocked. They're blocked. They're blocked.
So now Jake's gonna go get some more film, and so now the vehicle, the police vehicle, is going inside. It's gonna have a conversation, then maybe he'll come back out. It's the same thing over and over. You have 2 officers in there. And then you have a truck that's like speeding up in obviously a zone where you're not supposed to speed up, right in front of the police. So this is normalized as well. Like I was just saying, this truck sped up right behind the police. This is supposed to be a slow moving zone. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
And so...
and also I've seen these people slam the brakes on the trucks when I'm behind them. They've slammed the brakes on so that a trailer full of baby, like literal baby calves, have crammed up the top, and some of them have fell over. And I've been behind this trailer, and they've got the nerve to call the police on us for showing people the truth. It's incredible.
Like, don't you think that you are owed to know the truth? Don't you think that you are the informed consumer, that you should be able to decide for yourself instead of somebody else deciding for you what you can see, what you can't see? Aren't you adult enough to know? So we're just watching. So the police are going inside the little office here. They'll have a conversation. Maybe they'll joke about bacon or something, or cows being executed, and then they'll be
stir the little breast milk in their tea.
Yeah, yeah. And they'll joke about it, and that's generally what happens.
Cracks me up. They try and tell you the law, but I know everything. I know more than him. I don't know why he's trying to give me like a lecture on what goes on. I'm standing outside on public land.
Yeah.
And he said, can you move your tripods? I said, mate, I'm sure you've got better things to do than to drive here and tell us to move our tripods away. Do you know what I mean?
That's it. Like the authority too. Like, I know when I walked around as an inspector, I often got like the carpet rolled in front of me. Like, oh, the inspector's here. How are you doing today, sir? How are you doing this? Like this appeal to authority kind of thing. And I think oftentimes when people have that, they have the, the authority, sometimes they take advantage of it. So since he got called out here, you might say, well, move the tripod or something like that.
Well, I've just said to the policeman, I said, if you watch Dominion, you'll see why we're here today, and you'll understand what's going on. I said, we've got a former slaughter inspector here from Canada who spent years in the industry. He's saying what is going on around the back is not right. All we're doing is showing people and helping people hear the screams to draw awareness, because something is not right. And I said to him, watch Dominion, you'll understand. And I said it twice or 3 times to have it, one word, Dominion. These coppers might go home tonight. These coppers don't look violent. These coppers don't look like they could do damage to the vulnerable. So, maybe they will go home tonight and go, they'll be eating the dinner and they'll go, oh, these lads today, we went out and they said, oh, what's that thing? Dominion. Let's have a look, Dominion. And you never know, these peaceful policemen who are just normal people who are not violent and savage, they might change their ways. Yeah. Fantastic. Get the police out, man. The police are, law-abiding citizens, aren't they? They've clearly got a brain, half of them, and maybe they'll use it.
Yeah. Well, exactly. That's super right and true. I think it's super important that we reach out to all demographics. Obviously, we have our opinions about people and where change can happen, but it's super important. I think that we keep open-minded and share the truth with anybody, because if one copper was to go vegan, like that sets a tone, that sets a precedence, right? Imagine a couple, imagine a dozen, right? So, you know, we still have to present the message no matter who it is, when it is, the situation. But like Jake said, they go home tonight, they're eating, they're having their conversation with their family. They're like, oh yeah, that guy was talking about the cows and I heard them screaming today. Are they supposed to scream? Like, is that normal? Is that right for them to scream? And obviously it's not. And you know, you see the farmers walk by too, and they hear the screams. It's like, it's just this wall that's up, right? And you look at him looking inside as if he cares.
Yeah. Oh, let's check on him.
Yeah, let's check the tire.
He's more bothered about his truck. Look.
Yeah, I think he thinks he's being filmed, so I think he's pretending he's taking care of things or whatever. Like he kicked the tire.
And the police are here in there. So if we turn you around, look, the police have parked 5 meters from where the screams are coming from. So these police have probably never seen a slaughterhouse before, have they? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. When do you ever get called to a slaughterhouse? These police, that might be the first time they've ever heard the cries of the vulnerable victims inside. They're about to get their neck opened up. So maybe it's worked out for the best.
Yeah, maybe this will be.
Maybe they've just lost a customer. Maybe they've lost a customer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think that's the point. I mean, if you look at the gates, it's all sealed off. It's to ensure that the animals can't escape, and you see how slow moving it is. It's really like, if you could ever imagine a situation where they would have security, drivers must report. You know, you have CCTV cameras. You have like the whole entire premises is covered by this disgusting fence. I mean, think about that for a second. It's clear that they're hiding something, and you know, imagine this was a potato farm or something. You know what I mean? Like,
no name, you brekkie had a big fat whopper. Clive just had a big fat boner.
Yeah, imagine.
You deserve that. You deserve it. Sorry, I just told the truth.
Yeah, it is the truth, right? So imagine any other place like that. Imagine this was a carrot processing facility. Do you think they'd have all these gates, security, all this stuff?
Police.
What do you got to hide? You know. Hi, Marissa.
No, the police could have turned around there, but what the police have done, they've actually gone up the back,
right,
and turned around at the back, which is interesting, because why would they do that when they've got all that space there to turn around?
Right.
Maybe they've heard it and gone, what the?
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good. I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll see something. Maybe they'll report something. Maybe they witness a crime, or maybe they think it's a crime and they don't realize that their powers don't extend beyond that. Yeah, it's getting hard to see.
No name, breakfast boner. You've been breakfast bonered. Keep him in. I think they're still in, aren't they, on a timeout, but they can't comment. Sweaty whopper on a sandwich.
Yeah, I mean, these are individuals, right? And that's who you're eating. You're eating individuals who lived in pretty shitty conditions, awful conditions most of the time. And then even if they lived in good conditions, you're sending them to be executed so some farmer can make bank or some big corporation can make money. You know, people talk about 1984. They're like, oh, you know, times are turning out like 1984. No, 1984, it's been 1984 for all these years, because people are still brainwashed to think that they should eat babies, baby animals, infant babies, juveniles. You're eating literal juvenile baby animals. It's insane to think. And people talk about Epstein Island and, oh, maybe they were eating human babies. Well, those people on that island probably have stock in slaughterhouses, and you're literally eating babies that they're profiting off of.
It's basically Epstein's Island for the different species.
Yeah.
It's Epstein's Island for animals. That's what it is.
Yeah, I agree.
It's just a massive Epstein Island.
That's what it is. You're literally paying for this Epstein Island, because we all know in 100 years, this stuff won't exist anymore. None slaughterhouses will no longer be. But you're continuing to harbor that. You're continuing to pay for that, all for your little bit of pleasure. It's absolutely mental. And people won't agree with it. They'll act, oh, it's crazy that we're saying that. Well, go walk into the slaughterhouse. Go see what happens. You don't hear, I don't know if you can still hear their screams, but they've been screaming all day. This is no civil society. This is no right thing to do.
Hey, we got one here. Veganism is a moral Veganism is a moral superiority cult. There's nothing more morally superior than thinking that you've got the right to stick your fist up the back end of a cow, impregnate her, take her babies away, and then eventually repeat the cycle and then force her to her death. What is more superior than that? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's actually pathetic and weak. I mean, you think about it. Think about the trolls that come here. Think about the type of person that might be. Okay, maybe they were bullied, maybe they were pushed around, maybe they don't have friends or family or someone to talk to. They literally come here to bully mother cows, chickens. They come here to bully little baby animals.
And when you come and expose it, we're going to call the police. We're going to call the police on you.
Well, that's it, right? So the police are still there. Hopefully they're getting a whiff of this because it stinks out here.
Absolutely stinks, man.
Yeah. Just looking at some of the comments.
Mate, you know, all that is the lairage there. The whole thing there is the lairage. Who we got anyway?
It's such a massive facility. It's crazy.
Your babies get injected with those things, mate, unfortunately. So you are taking second-hand supplements, unfortunately for you. I know you didn't like to hear the truth, but the truth is the truth, and it cannot be destroyed, unfortunately.
That's the way it is. I mean, I have to laugh at all these people saying, oh, you take B12 or whatever. Bro, I think it's 80 or 90% of the supplements in the world all go to the animals you eat. Like, the vast majority of them go to the animals you eat. The vast amount of antibiotics go to the animals you eat. The vast amount of drugs go to the animals you eat. You don't think that's going to trickle down or have a trickle down effect? Why do you think there's antibiotic resistance? Somebody's never really even taken antibiotics. Why are they going to be antibiotic resistance? Use the brain sometimes. Maybe that might help you. Yes, exactly. With subsidies. So this industry is full of subsidies. Generational wealth, right? So they've taken playbooks from other industries and quite literally, you know, like for example, in Canada, the agricultural minister is a crop farmer. His whole family worked in it, used to be a cow murderer. And so quite literally, he's formulating laws to help farmers grow and sell more animal products, even if it comes at the taxpayers' expense, right? So they get subsidies, they try to lower prices, including they give, in Canada, they'll give up to a $500,000 loan, tax-free, to shelve cheese, just so they can find other markets for it because the market's saturated. So they'll put cheese on shelves, give farmers a loan, and it's tax-free, and there's no repercussions if they don't pay back. So it's insane. It's just insane. Yeah. What is this guy saying? What does that even mean?
Guess what? Oh, I ain't got a clue what he's on about.
I don't know.
I think they've just tapped the keyboard on predictive and cheers, man. Hey, it's growth for us.
Yeah,
it's growth for Dave.
Keep commenting. Every baby has a soul, even before 9 weeks. Well, Hitch, if you care about babies, then why are you sending pregnant cows to slaughter? So I don't really believe you care about abortion or anything like that. You send pregnant cows to slaughter. So it's a bit hypocritical, isn't it?
Yeah. Shall I come off mine to see if yours boot? Because you normally get loads, don't you?
Yeah, it's low today. I don't know.
Let's start another one.
I thought about going to restart it, but we're already 90 minutes in. Not much I can do.
Yeah.
Usually I have much more traffic, but it could be that I haven't streamed in a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, it could also be.
You say words, don't you? You say the truth about you say all these words and you get loads, don't you?
I don't think I get shadowed for anything.
You say all the words.
I say all the words. Yeah.
It's weird. I thought I was banned for the words I use. Someone said.
I don't know. It's maybe on TikTok, but yeah. Yeah, this is really low for my typical streams, but I could be having
I think he's bang on in it, the connection.
well, it could be the connection. It could be also because I'm here and not in Canada, so sometimes that plays. It did before.
Yeah. I can't believe how many trucks have gone in as well. I've been 5 or 6 times, and this is probably, well, this is the most I've ever seen. We've had like 3 or 4 big trucks, and we've had like, you know, a couple of medium, and then the little ones, we've probably had, what, 7, 8, 9? 6, 7, 8, something.
It's wild. They must.
And this is why the cries are non-stop. There is hundreds and hundreds of
I
victims.
can't imagine how many cows they kill here a day.
It's a big one.
It's probably, I don't think I've ever seen this big of a cow slaughterhouse. I know they have one in Canada, in Guelph, and at St. Helens, but it isn't the size of this. There's, like, you were showing the lairage, they call it, right?
Yeah.
And you got really good drone footage of it, and wow,
He's packed. He's absolutely
it's just packed. Yeah.
I mean, the size of that, like, to give someone some idea, that is probably, I don't know, 2 football pitches.
Yeah.
It's probably two good-sized football pitches that is there. And it's absolutely full to the brim. I've took the drone round, and I've seen inside, and it's absolutely full to the brim. It's here usually they don't have many in on a Friday, and I mean, listen to that.
And it is a Friday, so you would imagine today would be a slower day, right?
Because when we turned up, it looked quite dead, really.
Yeah, we didn't.
Excuse the pun.
We didn't think there would be any trucks coming. There's been so many. Thanks for letting me know. Virtue postmortem. Maybe a good idea to be on a VPN. I thought of that a while ago actually, but
VPN says be on the VPN. How about that one?
yeah. So that's not a bad idea. Hey Nilf.
Well, let's have another poll, because 40 people have said that they want to attack baby animals, which is absolutely frightening, man. Would you let these people around your kids? I mean, it's horrendous. We'll have another poll. Could 95%. Now, people are going to lie about this as well, but I know the truth because I've spoke to people, hundreds, if not thousands of people over the last few years. Could the 95% open the neck? I don't think they could. I know for a fact they couldn't. There we go. We'll get rid of that one, and then this one.
I can't move this.
Could 95% open the neck? There we go. Because 95% are not the one true savage. We know that, you know that, the trolls know that, and that's the reason why.
I'm doing the same thing.
That's the reason why it causes such a stir, because they know they're not the one true savage, man. You're not, and you're sitting there saying yes because is it a yes? You're sitting there saying yes, man, because you know the truth. Otherwise, you wouldn't bother commenting. Could not. Give these a clap. I don't know why people act bad, man. Don't act bad, especially to the vulnerable. To me.
Yeah. Female. I think they had a baby in a little See you, VPM. Thank
I'm
you.
bad towards the vulnerable, man. It's even worse. What is the matter with you? What's the matter with you?
Bit of a slow stream today, guys. Once again, we are at a disgusting hellhole slaughterhouse. We've been hearing cows scream all morning long. I can't imagine what they're doing inside. As a former inspector, I've never heard this before, this consistent. They've been screaming since we arrived, and it seemingly has not ended. I don't know if maybe there's a cow or two that are injured, and maybe they've just allowed them to be there suffering. I don't know, but like you can hear it. And quite like this place is shut off. Like they've got concrete walls. If you can imagine just hearing that all day, imagine their companions, you know, their family members all going through this system and going through this torture. How awful is that? And so we're part of Project Livestream. A bunch of activists all over the world have gone live, and we've been doing this this is the 14th time. We do this every month in hopes to encourage other people to go live on their own, as well with other people, to show the truth, the reality, speak up for the animals. And
Fair
so
play, Stumpy, man. Fair play.
I think it's almost 200 million views just with the live streams alone, and some reels and shorts. So we're reaching a big audience, especially with Mel and Steve. They've done a terrific job. And so, again, we're out here showing the reality. We know that people are doom scrolling. This is why we've figured out that people actually do go to these vertical streams, and they do kick off. I had 2.2 million views last year alone.
Wow.
And prior to that, I had not seen any success on this. So I encourage you, if you're a vegan activist, to start thinking about potentially going live, doing this, speaking up for the animals. I really do think that social media is going to be the change. I think it's going to be the thing that pushes us over the top. And it's so important because there's only so few of us that are out there speaking up for the animals. So we need more of us. We need an army. And you can hear the cows scream. Like,
And also,
yeah, go ahead.
people do this to obviously wake people up, and people do turn vegan. This is fact. So when people say, "Oh, you're not going to have an effect," it does have an effect. You ask Mel and Steve; they have changed thousands of minds. Now, Dave at Vegan Camp Out, people just coming up to him saying, "Oh, you've turned me vegan." They said, "Oh, actually, you've turned me into an activist." 6 people.
Yeah.
6 people came up to Dave and said to him, "You have turned me into an activist from your live streams." So I'd rather create 6 activists than 100 vegans. So big up, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, and again, this is what I know of, and this is because I've come to the same event, but can you imagine how many people you've actually changed? Maybe you don't even know, but the only way to ensure that is obviously to speak up and take every opportunity to inspire people to get active, because it's all within us. We're all relatable to somebody. We all have a skill. We all have something that we can put forward. One of the guys I talked to is now a hunt sab. He's also in doing investigations. So we all have these things that attributes that we can bring to the movement. Maybe someone knows how to sing. Maybe someone knows how to work out or create food or whatever. But also equally, I think it's you should maybe attempt to come to these slaughterhouses and see the individuals who you're fighting for, and then you can speak from that experience. And again, like Jake says, it changes people's hearts and minds. We see 2s in the chat. 1 in the chat if you're vegan, 2 if you're someone open-minded to change, and 3 if you think we should still exploit animals. We've seen so many 2s. We've seen so many people wake up to what's happening and
like my friend Martin, who used to go out bullying animals with a gun. He used to be a shooter. He was a gamekeeper. He might be watching this now. Big up Martin. You know who you are. Bullying birds with a gun. We had a chat. He looked into it and gone, actually, I shouldn't be bullying animals at all. What am I doing? Turned vegan. And now he's posting about vegan. He was on his page. He's an ex-shooter.
This is
Not to mind the ex-slaughterhouse workers.
Ex-slaughterhouse inspector, ex-slaughterhouse workers doing live streams. We have hunters. We have people that, again, yeah, exactly, hunters that have changed. You look at, what's his name, Empty the Cages. Hunter Toby, he did an interview with, I believe, David Rams. You look at Rowdy Girl Sanctuaries, that's what I was trying to think of, farmers that have changed. She's inspired so many people to turn their farm into a sanctuary. So these are things that are happening even today and right now. But again, we need more of us doing this kind of work.
Should we pack it up?
Yeah.
That's the last time.
Yeah.
Unless it opens one more time.
Yeah.
The poll hasn't done too well, but it's quite clear without the poll that 95% could not open up the necks of the victims, because 95% are not the one true savage. It's time to remember who we are, and clearly, quite clearly, because it wouldn't cause that much of a stir if not, do you know what I mean? If most people were dirty savages, like the scumbags in here, you know, that's the people who are killing them, by the way, the people in the office and the people doing the bits and bobs around the edges, you know, they're not the ones inflicting the misery on the animals. They just come to pick up a check. So it's quite clear that most people are not like this, which is why people get their backs up, because they're in mental conflict. They're in a state of cognitive dissonance, and they can't cope with the facts and the truth, which doesn't align with who they really are. Remember who you are, and it's time to end the fetish.
Time to end the fetish, guys. Don't forget to go over to Jake and subscribe to his channel. Donate to the guy. The guy does so much for the animals.
Get over to Dave if you don't know Dave, 40-year-old vegan. Click over onto his one, give it a scroll, you'll find him. Give him a follow. Traveling the world with the little that he's got to get the message out there.
Absolutely.
Legend of the game.
All right, guys. Till next time. And it might be actually tomorrow, because the Animal Rights March is happening. So I might be live tomorrow. We'll see. I've had glitchy streams, so I don't want to, you know, mess with. I like to give people a viewing experience. So I don't know how well this stream was, but yeah, we'll be back at it, and possibly Monday as well. Maybe headed to another slaughterhouse just to expose these fucking disgusting hellholes for what they are. They need to be shut down. So thank you, Jake. Appreciate you hosting me.
An absolute pleasure to have Dave over in England, on the little crazy island, exposing these bullying facilities. He does top work in Canada, over in Toronto. He's there at it every single day that he can. He's over here now, and it's been an absolute pleasure. Get over to Dave, the 40-year-old vegan. Drop him a follow. Thanks for all the comments, and
yeah,
we will
see you soon on an interview that we did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Within the next 10 days to 2 weeks,
Cool.
Dave's talk will be up. If you haven't heard his story, you need to hear it, man.
Cool. Thank you, guys.